Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is Popping Culture Movie Reviews. My guest today is comedian Whitney Rayner. If you live in the North Carolina area or South Carolina area, please check her out. If she's in your city, she's hilarious. The movie uh, Whitney chose to review was Gone Girl. This will be a 100% spoiler review. But before we spoil the movie, Whitney, do you believe they should watch it?
Yes, it's worth the watch. Even if we spoil it, it's still good.
That's nice. I totally agree, guys. This is a good film. Um, Definitely check it out. Everything past this point will be 100% spoilers. Whitney, I'll let you kick it off.
Yeah, I so usually when I watch movies or TV, I like to watch something light and fluffy, turn my brain off. This was probably the first time I was watching something that threw me for a loop. It was dark, it was twisted. Halfway through the movie, I thought it was over. I was getting up from the movie theater, and then my friend was like, sit back down. Like when you realize she was still alive, I just thought, that was so clever of her. What a great film. Let's go home. Until I realized there's a whole another hour and a half left, and then it just takes even more twists and turns with Ben Affleck and all the things. So first time my mind was blown.
Yeah, I agree. I really thought the movie was over too. Like, you're not alone. I really, truly thought the movie was over.
I think
Uh,
unless you read the book, there's no way you'd know because it
yes.
wrapped it up so nicely. It's like, oh, she framed him. She's alive. Great.
Yeah. I mean, if they ended it right there, you would still be like, this was great. But the
Yeah.
fact that they had more to tell and still did it well, that's where I was like, okay, because honestly, I thought I was like, okay, they now they're trying to do too much, but they didn't. They did a good job.
Yeah.
Um, the first question I have for you is casting. This cast, I don't know how much they paid them, but this is a strong cast. Like this
Oh,
is this is half your budget cast. Like
yeah.
um,
And the main actress, was she in anything before? Because she was amazing.
Roseanne Mon Pike. I think she was a couple
Because I know
movies.
after Gone Girl came out, she said people were scared of her in public because she was so convincing in the movie. And I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I probably would be too. So,
yeah, I mean, you can only imagine her business partners being like, "Yeah, how are we sure we're gonna trust this woman?" Like,
yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris, man. Like, I don't know what it is. I love him in How I Met Your Mother. First time I ever like saw him actually in a movie was Harold and Kumar,
Hmm.
and like just to see like the guy is like even he was a child actor, but just to see his, the guy can do almost anything. You
Oh, I
know,
know. Yeah. He
yeah,
dies wonderfully.
yeah, like, but yeah, yeah, true. He does
Yeah.
die.
I
Um,
know. Yeah. And he's like the creepy ex boyfriend.
yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
and when it comes to, and I think he talked about this years ago when he was on How I Met Your Mother. He was like, when I play a straight character, like I just play a straight character. It's just like I don't think about it. He's like, I have straight friends. I know how to play a character, and like he just nails it every time.
Yeah.
Uh, Tyler Perry,
Yeah.
Tyler Perry. I am a humongous fan of Tyler Perry, business wise. Business wise, is plus it's always good to see a black billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hate the race in there, but just it is what it is. It's good to see it. I am a big fan of his business. Not on his acting. Not
Yeah.
his acting at all. But he's in there. They used him the way they should have, and
He honestly
he
saves the day, in my opinion. I'm like, if it weren't for him, Ben Affleck would have been in trouble.
oh yeah, I agree. In the movie,
Yeah.
yeah, yes. But
It was almost
when
like
it
too easy too. Because all
yep,
of a sudden he shows up and all of a sudden we're like, oh no, he is innocent. And I'm like, really? Like we were hating him for like an hour 45. And all of a sudden Tyler Perry shows up and oh, it's great.
yes, that flip is just I thought it was well done. I thought
Yeah.
like because it made you hate him bad. Like you just knew this guy was bad. I hate the people that read the book because like that twist for us was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's why I like watching the movie of things first before I read the book, if I read the book. Because like then you like the movie first and then the book's usually better. So then you just have a good time the whole way through besides being disappointed by a movie.
yeah, every book I've read first, I've always like not subconsciously, I've been like, oh man, they're gonna cut that from the movie. Like why? Like, oh, they're not
Yeah.
gonna add that.
Yeah, you gotta do
Um,
it backwards, then it's all fun.
yes. Ben Affleck, man. Ben Affleck has proven time and time again, like the guy can act. But like here, Um, every line he delivered felt like he really was that character, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was genuinely confused and thought he had murdered someone by accident, but, like, "How did I do that? I didn't even do that."
yeah. Um,
And
now
I
we talk. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
would say and, like, this the twist of, like, him and the sister and people suspecting them, I thought was just, like, interesting and weird too.
Yeah.
Um, they're just random.
No, it was weird. I mean, the movie has so many different feels to it, and that's one thing I like about it.
Yeah,
Uh, yes. Now we talked about the runtime in this movie. Um, how do you feel about the pacing?
the pacing. I think it's pretty good, especially if it's your first time watching it too.
Yes. A lot of times I hate movies that go too long, but I feel like this is a movie that they had to explain everything. Like everything had to be shown. Like
Yeah,
they didn't waste any minute of the movie. Like everything you saw would have made the if we cut anything, the movie would have looked totally different.
yeah. It was so detail oriented, just like that uh Amy character. She was very detail oriented with that whole treasure hunt, the anniversary treasure hunt that was actually the message of saying, haha, I framed you. And then with the even to the point with the present of the two dolls and their little background story, and he knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah,
That's how you
exactly.
really know someone when you can even like see that and you're like, that's exactly what she did. I solved a treasure hunt, found these two dolls. I know what she's thinking.
Yeah. Um, the music, the way the tone was set by the music, I think was perfectly done also.
I do too.
Yeah, like every scene where you were supposed to feel sad, the music just came through and was like, you know what, you can be sadder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, when it comes to the where the movies the set, where the movie was shot, I think that was they definitely set it in like very like good spots. Like even the house to the few shots outside, everything was shot. I think to get keep the tone well. Because if you notice, sometimes they do movies like this, and they'll just shoot a scene where like, okay, this is a very happy sunset. I get we're supposed to be sad, but this doesn't match the tone at all. And I think
Right.
they did well with that.
It was like always overcast, which was perfect.
Yes, they lived in Gotham. Yeah, just joking. Um, was there anything in this movie that you saw and you were kind of like, oh, I didn't like that?
um, Honestly, I don't think so. I think for the most part, I think they nailed it. Was it near the end when she was actually trying to make it work?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just like, really? That was the one part where I'm like, let's put our rational hats on after all of that. You think we can make it work?
yeah. I looked at it that way too, but then I was like, if she's crazy, she's crazy. So I was
Yeah,
like,
and
yeah,
he clearly knows that now. He
yes,
did
very
before.
much. Yeah, this is no excuses now. Um, so towards the ending, after the first ending didn't happen, when it came
Right.
to the second ending, as we can say, how'd you like how they wrapped everything up?
I liked the first ending better, I think. The second ending was good. It was good that they did wrap up all the ties and stuff, the loose ends, but I don't know. I kind of wanted Ben Affleck to get some revenge on her. He went through the ringer. I was like, let's put her in her place, even if
Yes.
it's just like a crazy house. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think this movie could have done well with it being two parts?
It it could have, but I think it's good as one. I think it worked well as one because it was directed and paced well enough to keep your attention for that long. Because it is kind of a long movie, but yeah, we could have first ending, second ending though, like we said.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Um, when it comes to the outfits, the costumes, whatever, uh, I think it worked for the movie. Like nobody had any like bright like the movie was very much beige, if that's the right way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Nice.
not monotone, but very muted.
Yes. Yes. 1 through 10, what would you give this movie?
I'll give it a 7.
Nice, nice,
Solid
nice,
7.
nice, nice. I asked all my guests this. Do you believe that this movie will become a part of pop culture?
will it become a part of pop culture? I feel like it's kinda old, it kinda had its chance. I don't think it did.
Nice,
But in a
nice, nice.
way, though, did it get people kinda more interested in, kinda murder mysteries and stuff? Because I saw that, and a few years later, I noticed girls are loving murder podcasts.
Yeah,
So maybe
for
that's
real.
kinda smart. Maybe it did pop culture and I missed it.
Yeah, you're right. That those podcasts have been like booming right now.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
are we concerned or into it? Not sure.
Alright. Thank you so much for coming on to the movie review. Um, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans? And please tell them your social media handles.
You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Instagram and Twitter, same handle, Whitney_Rayner. Rayner.
Nice, nice. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. And you guys have an amazing day.